Hello everyone, hope you're well. Right, today look, the weather's changing a bit and we want a slow cooked beef bourguignon. Right, my mum used to call it buggerlugs. My mum used to call me buggerlugs. Anyway, so this is beef buggerlugs. Now, this is a recipe that we've got. Now we've got 300 grams of shallots there because we do like them, but you can use a red onion, so there's no problem there if you've not got any. But as usual, this is what we've got and you do as you like. So we've got a 300 gram bag of shallots in there. Now this is for 4 people, so it'll last me and Wendy 2 days, we hope. Now we've got 4 chopped bacon medallions, 2 cloves of garlic. I think we've got lazy garlic, yes we have. 600 grams of braising steak, yes. 25 grams of plain flour, 125 millilitres of red wine, you can see in that container at the back. That broke my heart, buying wine. But we've got, you know, we've got some left, so we could probably have a couple of goes at this. 500 millilitres of water that you can see in the container. 2 beef stock pots, you can see there. 5 carrots chopped up, as you can see. We've got 200 grams of chestnut mushrooms, which are over there. But again, just use any mushrooms. But we have actually got the chestnut mushrooms. And 25 grams of tomato puree, you can see in the glass. Now you want thyme and rosemary there at the back. A bit of salt and pepper to taste. I mean, do that as you like. We'll just put a bit in. Now we'd say a tablespoon of gravy granules or cornflour, but what we'll do, Wendy will just thicken this up to suit. So, you know, usually I'm telling you 1 tablespoon of gravy granules or cornflour, but we'll just put some in until we're happy with it. Right, now we're going to do this in the Cosori rice cooker on slow cook, because I quite like the machine. In fact, it's absolutely brilliant. So come on, let's get started. Right, let's make a start. And for a start, I'm going to spray a bit of oil in there.
I have to get some more of this.
Show them the spray.
That one?
There we go.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is the one we've been using. It was only a pound. It's been pretty good.
Oh, is it coming out yet?
Yeah, that's plenty, isn't it? Right, now what we're going to do, we're going to saute the bacon, the onion and the garlic. So press mode, it is switched on. Right, mode again, mode again, mode again. We want saute 5 minutes.
Right.
Now that should be enough. Press start.
Stop.
There we go.
Right.
Now, it should warm up now, ready to cook. So while it's doing that, let me move the camera. Right, now that's just warming up in no time at all. So
I'll put the onions in first.
Onions in and we'll see. I really want to be doing a little bit first.
Yeah. We'll save that dish because that needs to be for your meat, flouring your meat.
Right. I mean, really, you don't have to be too particular with this because it is a stew and it's going to be cooking for hours. So this is just to soften everything up. I mean, it's not really hot enough yet, but it soon will be.
Just gets the flavours out as well.
Yeah. And the other thing, we're sautéing it in the pan. You're not using any more pan, you're not losing any flavour. So we've found in the past this works pretty good. Right, we're just going to let that warm up. I'll bring you back. Right, as you can hear, that is frying it off at the moment. And Wendy's cutting the meat up because we don't want too big a cubes. Let's just show you, look. If there's any big cubes, she's just cutting them. That's all she's doing. You're not missing out there, are we? We can all manage that bit, can't we? Even I could, but I'm quite happy doing this, look.
Fingers off.
Right, now I'm just going to keep this on the move for a couple of minutes and we'll bring you back. Right, now that's about 5 minutes frying.
Yeah.
And Wendy's
No,
coated.
these have got to be took out.
Yeah, no. Wendy's coated the beef up in the flour, mate.
I thought you were going to tip it.
She's not doing anything. Right. Let's start again. Wendy's fried that for 5 minutes, look, because it gives you the timer. You can't go wrong. Now we're going to give this another 5 minutes. But what we'll do, take that out, put it in a bowl, put the beef in. But I've told you, because I'm going to set the machine up, and when it reaches its 5 minutes, we'll put it in. Right, I'll bring you back. Right, that's the first stage. Now, after scaring it to death, look, we're going to do the beef. It's because I'm standing here. I've got nothing to do. I could have done this, couldn't I? Wendy's been busy getting this all ready, so... Now, you may have to do this in 2 parts, but I think we're fine.
Yeah. You take that.
Right, now it's in there.
Right, now I've got
Set
to
it
do
up.
mode.
Same routine again.
Again. Right.
5 minutes start. So we've just done the same as we did before. So now it's just a case of browning the meat.
Oh, I ain't put in proper. Is that it?
Right.
Let it get warm.
Right. We'll bring you back. Right, now, Wendy's turned her back there, look, put the kettle on to wash them pots. So while she's turned her back, because we put the flour on, I've tipped about a tablespoon of oil in there.
Oh.
And as you can see, look, it's frying already. This is not going to take long at all, but I thought I'd better mention that, just because we put a little bit of spray in, and when it's coated in flour, I think we just need a little bit more oil. Anyway. It's done. So I'll let that do a bit longer, give it 5 minutes and we'll bring you back. Right, there we go. That meat's ready now, so we'll just add the rest of the stuff. Now that actually hasn't had the 5 minutes because it was already hot. We've just it's got a couple of minutes left, so we'll just tip that in there with it.
The bottom out.
Yeah, scrape everything.
And then I'm going to put the onions back in with and bacon and what else was it? Onions, bacon, and garlic. That way. Give that a stir. And the water. It doesn't. I don't know how much time you'd put in.
Teaspoon.
But it just says to taste, really.
Put about a teaspoon in.
Do it on the other side. Oh, it's smaller. There.
Right, about a teaspoon of this. Yeah. I've took the top off. I can't be doing with that. About a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Look.
The flavours.
It's just to add a bit of flavour.
And then the stock cube.
And the stock.
I'm not putting any salt in because these seem very salty.
Yeah, these stock pots have got plenty of salt in. For us, I mean, if you like it different, that's fair enough.
Give it a quick stir.
And a bit of pepper.
And then the tomato puree. Oops.
Well, it don't look so good at the minute. It looks like washing up water now, doesn't it?
That one.
Now you want some pepper
in a minute.
Yeah. Might as well put it in.
I'll let you do it then.
Got it in my hand.
We had a present, didn't we, from a subscriber, some pepper.
Yeah, we had some pepper and some salt.
Some nice salt.
Look at that, lovely. Himalayan salt.
Thank you. Carrots.
I've got to go away for a cough.
Oh. What's this? And then the carrots. Mine, they don't splash. It's do them chopped up, and it does give it a little bit of colour, and then it don't look like it's washing up water. Is that look better?
No, it still looks like washing up water.
And your mushrooms?
Now if you've got bigger mushrooms, just cut them in half, but everybody knows, don't they? But these are a lovely size, so we've left them as they are.
Right, so that's it really,
That's about
isn't
it now. So I'll show you. I'll set the front up and just show you.
Right.
Right, let's get the lid down. Mode. We want to go on to slow cook. Now for some unknown reason I'm on 30 minutes, I don't know why. I'm going to put that, I'm going to put it to, well actually, come on, let's put it to 5 hours. But I don't believe that's going to take 5 hours, but we'll put it on 5 hours, press start, off we go. So now we're on slow cook. Now what we'll do, as we get a few hours gone by, because I'm going to clear off now and leave this, I shall check it with a temperature probe and just see how we're going. But that's about it for now.
What about your meter for the plug for time and how much it costs? Did you want to do that?
Well, I've already sautéed, so it's a bit too late.
Yeah, I just
We forgot to put the meter in the wall. It's no good remembering when we've already cooked it, is it?
Still in holiday mode.
Oh dear, we are. Right, never mind that. Let's just carry on. Right, I've brought you back because I set this to 5 hours, and as you can see there's 2 hours 23 left. We've only had half the cooking time and it's cooked. I don't know what to say there. Right, I brought you back because what we did, it got to 2.5 hours left and I set it for 5 hours, so it's had 2.5 hours cooking. And what I did, I looked inside and checked the temperature and put the probe in the meat. The meat was cooked. Now the meat just split in half, so we got another piece out and the meat was very tender, it was cooked. Now Wendy said to me, the carrots are the one, aren't they? They might be hard. Mate, the carrots are cooked, it was beautiful. So we've sat and thought about this for a minute. So that's cooked in 2.5 hours on slow cook. Now these modern cookers, they do cook faster than the old slow cooker. Now I wish we'd put the power in because it cooks pretty cheap, this unit. It's not expensive to run, no. So we know that'll have cooked that pretty cheap. It's been running at about 4p an hour before, so we've used very little electric. But what was a bit stunned, I allowed 5 hours till tea. Well, I don't want it yet. It's had 2.5 hours cooking, and we've got about another 2.5 hours before we want it. So I think I'm going to have to put it on to keep warm. I mean, I've had this top open for a little bit of time, looking at it, but look. And trust me, I've had that out, and that is cooked. We're a little bit... we've had this before, though. They do seem to cook things faster. And we're all learning all the time. But that does seem a bit fast, doesn't it? But what I'm going to do now, I'll try not to get in the way of the light. I'm going to cancel that. If I can. There we go. Now, I'm going to put it on to keep warm. I'm going to increase the time to, well, 2 hours. I'm going to leave it at that because it is cooked. I just want it to keep warm. Now, this is a rice cooker and it's a steamer. Well, it's a multi-cooker, but look at the amount of steam that comes out the back. Let me, if I can hold this camera nice and still. Can you see? You can just make out the steam coming out the back. Very little. So what, it's not a pressure cooker, but what I am saying, most of the steam remains inside the unit. So you're reaching temperature and you're not losing a lot of steam like you are with, say, an open pan, or it seals it in, although it is escaping, but only very slightly. I don't know how to explain this, but this meal's cooked. But I'm going to put it, as I say, we'll put it on keep warm for a couple of hours and we'll see how we go, because I've had people say to me, These things seem to be cooking very fast on slow cook. Yes, they do. Anyway, let's leave it on keep warm for a while, and I'll bring you back. Right, now I left that on warm, and it's actually finished that cycle, but it's still red hot, you'll see. Now Wendy's going to thicken this up now. Now she would just tip it in, but we're going to put a couple of tablespoons in, just so you can see what we've done really. This is just gravy.
It said either the granules or flour.
Yeah, cornflour, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean we all like it pretty thick, don't we? So I'll let you know. That was one.
I should be looking down the camera, not looking what you're doing. I'm not. Oh dear. I'm the worst tripod in the world. I
mean, is this hot enough? Because normally, sometimes these granules don't work if it's not boiling.
Put it back on saute for a few minutes. No problem,
I haven't got
is
my
it?
glasses though.
All right, I'll do it then. Here we go. That's right. Cancel keep warm. Mode. Start. Now that will go on saute for 5 minutes. Just to warm it up.
It's just got to be
right
on that. I'm sure the ladies know what I mean.
That looks all right as it is, but what we'll do when it starts bubbling, I'll bring you back. Right, it's starting to bubble, and Wendy's going for the 3rd tablespoon, look, the gravy granules. But like I said, this is not just today's meal. This will last us 2 days, we hope. I hope the meat's not all dropped to bits inside, because it was very tender after 2.5 hours. I was quite surprised.
Right, that's
looking pretty good now.
Yeah.
And we don't like it lukewarm. We like it hot.
Yeah. I'll leave it then while I dish up
I think
the rest of the stuff.
We're having mashed potato.
I'll not leave a spoon in there, am I?
No, you lose it.
I'll be blaming
We're having mashed potato with this, aren't we? And some French bread, ain't they? We want to be that lucky.
Yeah, because to be honest, we've got the French bread. I don't know if people know. You get freebies off Lidl.
Yeah, it was one of the free items at Lidl.
It was a French stick and a
Belgian bun.
That's it.
When they had the free one, I had to buy my own. This don't seem right to me, that don't.
It's thickening up now. I'm going to dish it up.
Right, we're happy with that now. We'll get it dished up. I'll bring you back. Right, let's get this on the plate. Now, I've told Wendy not to go mad and put too much on like she usually does. You know, come off, it's me, ain't it?
You can have all the carrot. I
can eat the old box. If I lived on my own, mate, I'd eat all this now. Mind you, I probably won't eat no for the next 3 days.
Well, I never tasted it to see if you wanted any salt, but I don't think
I'm sure we
flavouring. What about that?
That looks all right to me.
Okay, do you want to...
There we go. That's my dinner, or Wendy's dinner. We're having 2 the same.
Oh, mine's the one with the most meat.
Well, what I will do, I'll come back to you when I've had it, but if this is not fantastic, I shall be more surprised than you. Because this, oh dear. Mind you, with this red wine in there, let's hope it's cooked the alcohol away, or we'll all be happy as Larry. Right.
I think that's about it for you.
Oh right, I want the one with the most on. Which I don't know which that is. There we go, look. Come on, let's go and get my tea. There's a lot left, that'll do us tomorrow. Right, let's try it. Let's get this spoon out, get the lid down, and I'll go and eat my dinner. You don't need reminding what it looks like, but there you go, look. We should have a thumbnail, shouldn't we? Never mind. Well, I think you can see from the plate we enjoyed it. The trouble with having that that's my finger, what am I doing? The trouble with having that French stick, you've got something to mop it up with, look. And I didn't like to show me ignorance too much, look. There's Wendy's plate, she's not bothered if she's ignorant, look. When I was a kid, my aunt had told me off for that. My mum would have said, you eat it. So we ate it. Hello, everyone, we hope you're well. This is just the second day. I thought I'd just take a quick clip here to show you. Well, you can't see much there, can you? But mate, I reckon there's more meat in this than there was in yesterday's. Unless Wendy's fiddling me again. Anyway, there's that rest of that bread we had for free. And there's Wendy's. I just thought I'd show you that. Bye. Anyway, if you've enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe. Me and Wendy will see you soon. Bye.